What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with 420 Gamer TV, bringing you another relationship talk video. Now, this one, as you can see by the title, is the excuses you will get from women. Well, if you are a dude who's pursuing a woman and she's constantly giving you excuses and it sounds like, oh, you're really nice, but I really don't want to ruin anything good. It's like, put it this way, they ain't worried about ruining anything or hurting you. Because put it this way, they'll give you the, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings, or they'll give you, oh, you're so nice, I don't want to ruin a good thing, or oh, I don't want to ruin my situation, or it's like, they're giving you excuses to not date you or do anything with you, specifically because, one, they don't have the guts to actually tell you to your face that they don't want to date you or fool around with you or anything because, one, you're not their type. And what I mean by type is usually they go for the douchebag dudes who, instead of asking their opinion and whatnot, they just say, okay, we're doing this. I don't care if it's what you want to do or not, but we're doing this. And I don't know what it is with you ladies, but you ladies like that kind of douchebag. Is it actually going into a match now? No, it's not. By my fucking self and shit. Fuck that shit. But there's loads of excuses. Usually it's the, oh, but you're so nice, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I've gotten that one a lot, and it's funny because anytime I pursue a woman, this is how I do it, right? I sit there, I tell them how I feel, such as, hey, I like you, you're a really awesome person, you're really sweet, you're cool, whatever. I actually tell them how I feel, and I tell them that, I definitely would not mind going out on a date with you, or even being in a relationship with you. I let them know that that's how I feel. And the kicker is, usually, almost 99% of the time, you'll hear this. Yeah, but I don't know if I'm really ready yet to move on or do anything else. You'll get that, but I can guarantee within a week to 2 weeks, that bitch is going to be looking for another dude. And guess fucking what? It wouldn't have mattered how hard you tried to sit there and try to, woo her or whatever. You're not the kind of dude she goes for. Okay? If you're the nice dude who jumps up and helps her whenever she needs it, you are not gonna be the dude that she goes out with. She's gonna friend zone your ass, because that's the thing about women. And this could be said, this could come out fucked up, but it's God's honest truth. Women will friend zone a dude. They'll put a dude in the friend zone when they know that that dude will do absolutely almost anything for them. Whether it be picking them up, taking them to work, buying them lunch, taking them, like literally almost doing the boyfriend thing, but yet they have zero obligation to you. They will do that to you because they will keep you there for when their boyfriend, the guy that they're with, is sitting there and being a complete and total douchebag. They'll love that person, they'll want to sleep with that person and be with that person, but yet they'll keep you off in the wings, kind of like thing, for when they fuck up to make them feel better. Don't be that dude. Be their friend, but at the same time, do not be easily accessible to them. Show them that, you know what? My time is important, and my time isn't going to be given to someone that I'm not going to have anything to do with relationship-wise. Like, dudes, you have to put your foot down, because ladies ain't going to stop treating you this way until you actually put your foot down and say, you know what? This ain't working for me. We're friends, we can continue to be friends, but I'm not going to sit there and wait on you hand and foot while this person over here gets the benefit on all the shit I do. Whether it be the shit I buy for you, the shit I do for you, the place I give you, whatever it may be you're doing for them. Because like literally, you'll be amazed on the shit you can do for a woman, and they will look past you and go for another dude. So, guys, if you're doing this to get with a woman, such as you're being nice or whatever, and you're doing it specifically to possibly date this girl, whatever it is that you know is necessary to help him when you can help him, but do not go out beyond your means or anything else to help this person, because if you do, you will regret it. You'll be kicking yourself in the ass, especially when the bitch goes out with another dude. And it will happen. And trust me, you can be the best. You can be like one of the best dudes in her life. Sit there, have all your shit together. Do what is supposed to be necessary. You have a house, mobile, an apartment, whatever. However, but you have a place to stay. You have a roof above your head. You have food in your stomach. You have all the basic necessities that anyone else wants. Oh, sweet! I actually went into a game. Well, I need like what, 2-3 more people. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Well, we might as well play with who we got, so let's go. Let's do this shit. Took at least 7 minutes to get into a game. Oh, fucking sweet. Okay, everybody ready up. Let's do this. We got a full match. Ready up, everybody. Let's go. Let's do this shit. Let's get it on. Yeah, if I'm Jason, just letting you all know, I usually let people kill me, because I just sit here and get stoned. Here we go. Oh shit. Hang on, give me a second. God damn it. Gotten into the match yet? Ooh. Anyways, let's see here. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah. So, dudes, and usually if you're that nice guy, and you're sitting there doing that for this girl, the reason why I'm telling you to like kind of like cut back and or stop doing the majority of the stuff that you're doing for her is because one, she ain't gonna date you, and if that's why you're doing it is for the possibility of dating her. Well, the problem with that is you need to stop, and if you want somebody, you need to start focusing on actually looking for someone who actually wants to be with you. And that's legitimately actually going out and looking for dates, because it's obvious that girl, because girls aren't stupid. They like to act stupid when it comes to certain things, but they're not stupid. Oh, found a fucking tape. Sweet. About damn time. Shit. But you know, they like to act like okay, here's something too, right? If you're one of those shy guys, right, and you're like doing the whole like being really nice, kind of like to kind of give her hints like thing. Well, the thing is, women like action. Okay, they don't like just someone telling them stuff. They actually like it being proven to them. Such as like if you're gonna like a girl, tell her, and then take her out. But now see, here's the thing, okay, dudes, if you ask her out, right, and if she says yes, but yet plans are never made, take note of that shit, okay? Because that now means that that's a form of standing up when you actually make plans with someone and, all of a sudden the plans don't get made. Because they decide to, do something else. Because they either had other plans with someone else that was more important. And that's happened to me before a couple of times. So, keep in mind with that one. I just need to find the fuse because I know where the house is. But always remember that, when it comes down to it, you don't want to be that guy. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being nice and helping a friend out and shit like that, as long as that's what you're doing. But I mean, if your whole goal is to get with this girl, trust and believe me, it more likely won't happen. Especially if she has a boyfriend. I mean, why you gotta sit there and do nice things for a girl when she already has a boyfriend? That's his job. I mean, even if she's coming to you and asking, you should tell her no because she has a boyfriend. One, if her boyfriend finds out that some other dude's taking care of her, he might get pissed off. Unless he's a lazy fuck and doesn't really care about his girlfriend, and he goes, whatever, some other dude can take care of her. I get to fuck her, so it's whatever. That right there should worry the woman. So if there's any ladies watching this, which probably not, because they'll probably be pissed the fuck off with this video, but at the same time, it's truthful. I mean, honestly, dudes get friend zoned when, they are way too fucking nice. And what I mean by nice is just doing shit for them all the time. And I mean all the time. Being an easily accessible person to them all the time. They will sit there and they will get so used to it to the point where they see you as nothing but friend. Hey, look, there's the car down there too. So technically, actually, let's see if it's the 4-seater or if it is the 2-seater. I think it's the 2-seater. Yep, it's the 2-seater. Fuck it, not doing it. But, that is exactly why, guys, that, you get friend zoned and put in that position is because the fact that you are being way too nice and you're doing way too much for them. And they see it to the point to where, that what's the point of even asking their boyfriend, because their boyfriend will more likely tell them no. Their boyfriend really has, like, no issue with telling them no because they already have them. They don't have to really impress them that much. In my opinion, they should be doing that all the time. Like, I mean, you should never stop trying to either, well, I wouldn't say impress, but, keep interest of the person that you're with. But for the most part, most people don't have to do that because one person's usually head over heels while the other person just doesn't really give a fuck. I hear his music too. It's like, son of a bitch, where are you? That's right there in front of the map. But remember that if you don't want to really get friend zoned by a girl and you have interest with her, pick the right times to help her. Okay? Don't be the dude who, gives her rides all the fucking time. Give her rides on important times. And I'm giving you this advice just strictly to, hey, if you want to actually get the girl. Because, I mean, seriously, you can be the dude who does absolutely everything for her, but yet, like I said, you aren't going to be the one who gets her. I'm gonna tell you that right fucking now. Unless you actually find the very rare one that actually has a brain in their head and actually goes, oh, hey, wait, this dude isn't just nice, he actually cares and actually chooses to get with you instead of some douchebag who they think cares. Why? Aw, fuck. Didn't even say any error. What the fuck happened? God, I hate that shit. What the fuck, dude? Hey, I gotta find another match again. Hey, at least I didn't die, right? I didn't even see Jason. And I had a tape. Son of a bitch, man. Really? Hang on. I had a tape, too. That's fucking gay. Was it Pamela tape? Don't know.
So this very young child, your son, told you to kill your husband?
Yes.
Mrs. Voorhees, as I understand your son's condition, I find it hard to believe that he spoke to you, much less...
How dare you? My son's condition?
No, Pamela. He didn't mean it.
I am done talking to you. All of you. I don't trust any of you. I'm going to find my son myself.
Mrs. Voorhees, please don't leave. We need to continue your...
Fuck you. You are nothing but heartless murderers. You are leaving my son to die all alone out there.
Yeah, crazy
Okay,
bitch.
the tape is rolling.
Pamela.
Excuse me, ma'am?
She said Pamela.
Yeah, I already listened to that one. Alright. Well, at least I still got that tape, though. Okay, sweet. I would be really fucking pissed off. I was like, what the fuck, man? No, I finally find a tape and I fucking lose it because of fucking connection or whatever. Fuck that. No, but I got it still, sweet. I find a lot of Pam. I was saying, it's like, that's the exact reason, and it's usually, and it's not because they're like the douchebaggy dude. It's just the fact that, you know, because they don't have an express interest to be the guy that's, you know, gonna be there all the time. Because they know, because most dudes like that know that, okay, why did you do that? Know that, when you sit there and put yourself out there to be easily accessible to a woman, they know that you're gonna get friend zoned. If you have enough female friends, and I've actually even had female friends tell me that exact thing, that all the times that all the women that I've liked friend zoned me, put me in the friend zone kind of like thing, was because I was there too often and too much. And they saw me more of a friend and everything else than an actual person to date. So, you gotta remember, you can't do that. If you actually want to date someone, even if you tell them that you want to date them, they won't generally care too much, because they're gonna start viewing you as nothing but that. Because they see you as so easily accessible to ask out, to ask for help over ask out. And a girl ain't gonna ask you out. So, if you have an interest in a woman, ask them out on a date, and then, you know, if they kind of give you excuses to blow you off, stop all niceties from there. Unless, like, unless your true aspect is friendship, and at that point in time, there you go, you have no problem. Sweet, let's hope this one doesn't, like, lag the fuck out, or glitch, or whatever the fuck that last game did. least this one didn't take like 50 years to fucking find a match. Shit. 7 fucking minutes. Bullshit. What time is it? 8 something in the morning. There we go. Let's do this thing. Just remember, you only get friend zoned. Don't be too easily accessible. Still help. Oh, please. Let's actually finish a match. Okay. Oh, shit, my brain is hot. Sweet. Okay.
I can't believe he killed them.
Oh my god. But anyway, so if you actually have an interest in the girl, express your interest to her, for one. For two, don't be too easily accessible for like all sorts of help. Just be there for like specific ones and choose wisely. Like, she calls you to take her to the grocery store. That's not that big a deal. Her mom can help her with that. Her dad, brother, sister. So, there's somebody. Oh shit, hey, I found the gas. Look at that. Don't know exactly what the car is, so don't really care about that. But there's gas. Shit. But, so just, make sure you are smart about what you choose to help out with. But if your interest is friendship, well then there you go. Help as much as you want. Do all you want. There you go. But generally, if you want to actually have a relationship with the person, you're gonna have to think about the fact that they don't women don't date friends. At least not all of them. There's a few that have and who actually have found out that dating someone who actually knows you pretty well generally works out a heck of a lot better than dating some random stranger or some guy who doesn't know you that well. And most people, and this goes for guys too, this isn't just ladies, but guys too, they'll make the mistake of going out with someone who I mean, I'm not gonna say they don't like them. Of course they fucking like them. But god dang, glitchy laggy shit again. Fuck. But the thing is, when you find someone that you can actually sit there and talk to and you're extremely comfortable with, and you're able to literally tell anything to, most people make the mistake of not dating that person or being with that person because they're afraid that if they break up, they're gonna lose that person altogether as a person to actually be around. They're mature and they really care about you and really love you and everything else like that, whether it be, you know, as friend or as more than a friend, then they're not gonna be upset at you if, you know, like if like two people break up. Unless one person cheats on the other, then that's a whole different story. But still, I mean, and there's people who actually do break up because maybe like feelings are lost or something, or someone's confused and they don't know if, you know, this is what they want or whatever. Stuff like that has happened, so it's like, you know, it's not too far-fetched to think. And, you know, let's see, here's radio. Nope, map, sweet. But, you know, one thing I'll definitely say is don't be afraid to actually try to date someone who you are so comfortable with to actually say anything. Because, you know, you're afraid that if something bad goes on that, you know, you two won't ever have contact again. If you two really care about each other, nothing will stop two people from actually having contact with each other. Truly and honestly. I mean, like, was I already in this one, I think? I don't know, well, I have a map now, so. But, like, and what I mean is, with me and one of my exes, right? I mean, shit, I try to get along with my ex, my son's mom, but she makes it fucking practically impossible, because, like, anytime, like, I message her or anything, it turns into a fucking fight. Quite automatically, it's annoying as hell. But, you know, I tolerate it, and I tolerate her just primarily because of the fact of my son, she's my son's mom. But it's like, you know, when you try to be nice to someone or try to help someone out, it just usually goes south. At least someone like that. Because the fucked up thing is she started messaging one of my other ex, my recent ex, Isa, and me and her broke up just because she was like super jealous and I couldn't handle it no more. I mean, I still love her. I mean, I still care about her and everything else, but the thing is like, she would get mad at me for something someone would say. Case in point, like me and her aren't even together, and she actually messaged me and asked me about some random fucking girl who lives in the Philippines, kind of like in the same town or whatever she lives. And at first I didn't know who she was talking about until I actually like went back and looked at like some of the recent contacts I had from people who messaged me and everything, and it was. You know, it clicked in my head. I was like, "Oh, it's this random girl who messaged me off of Facebook that like knew Isa." I was like, "Okay, no," because I deleted her and then I blocked her off of my Facebook. And for some odd reason, like blocked her from messaging me. Technically, not really off of Facebook, really, but from messaging me. But she got all mad at me and she started asking me how me and this princess, I don't know, fucking weird name, but asking me how me and her are doing, and it's like, we're not doing anything, because I don't even talk to her at all, so I have nothing to do with her, and it's always the same thing. She never believes anything I say when it comes to like, shit like that, and it's like, well, see, this is exactly why I don't really want to be with you, because, I mean, and this all started because I guess this princess girl or someone, or one of her classmates, one of her ex-classmates or whatever, told her or messaged her or whatever that Princess and I had a fucking relationship. It's like, what the fuck? And instead of asking me about it, she just straight up assumes and then accuses me of it. It's like, yeah, no, I'm not with her. It's like, you know, why would I... And there's a good reason why. It's because this girl seems like a little hoochie. And I don't date hoochies. Quite honestly, I don't. I'm a father. I can't do that. may smoke weed and shit, but you know what? I ain't gonna have no hoochie in my house. Fuck that shit. Mm-mm. But, you know, it just got so annoying. That and the fact that she was the one who broke up with me anyways, and she did it a lot. And it was always because she thought that fucking, because someone messaged me off of my Facebook or whatever, because she had access to my Facebook. She stalked the shit out of it. Like, she knew anything and everything that someone ever messaged me, period, on my Facebook. And I really didn't mind. Up until, like, she started, like, freaking out and thinking that, like, I was, like, trying to get with, like, random girls and everything else. It's like, what the fuck? She actually at one point in time thought I was actually paying some woman for sex. It's like, are you fucking oh, that pissed me off a little bit. It's like, you know what? I'd rather be single than have sex with some chick who I have to pay to have sex with, who would probably give me some kind of nasty disease. Fuck that. Yeah, I mean, it's like, why? It's like, where do you get these thoughts at? And I mean, it makes me feel like it makes me feel like shit, because it's like, you know, what the fuck, man? It's like, all I do is talk to you. As soon as you message me, I message you back. You know, kind of like thing. It's like she has access to my Facebook, so there's like no way that I can hide anything from her. But it's like, but there you go. And after like I stopped counting after like 10, but after like the umpteenth time that she like literally broke up with me, I just went with it. I said, okay, whatever. You don't want to be with me no more. I get it. It's cool. And then like, she went with it for about, I think, about 5-10 minutes, and then after she realized that I wasn't writing her back, because I told her I was going to leave her alone and shit, she freaked the fuck out and started messaging me back, and messaging me, and messaging me, and messaging me, and it's like, you know, no, I'm not doing this no more. And then it was like that for fucking ever, for months. For months, she's been doing this. And it's still... even to this day, I mean, she, like, yesterday she did it to me. Yesterday she all accused me of talking to my fucking ex, because my ex messaged me being a fucking bitch. It's like, you know, if you knew my ex at all, if you're talking to my ex, go to her Facebook. She has a boyfriend. Okay? Another fucking boyfriend. And, you know, the thing is, you think that I'm talking to her? I ain't talking to her. She messaged me off of a fucking random Facebook that she created. Started being a fucking, just being mean. It's like, oh, you can't keep me from my son. It's like, you told me to leave you alone. I have the message to fucking prove it. So I left you alone. I blocked you off of Facebook. I blocked you off of my phone. Because I'm not going to have you sit there and harass me after you told me to leave you alone. Like, fuck that. It's like, go ahead and take me to court. I have the fucking proof that you told me to leave you alone. And the best way to do that is have zero accessibility to have contact with that person. And she refuses, you know, to help take care of her child. So, you know, while she's pretty much taking care of her boyfriend and their kids, which she's always gotten with a guy who has kids, because, well, I know for a fact she misses her son, but the thing is, I don't understand how she can't, you know, actually talk to the kid. And it's like, you know, at one point in time she's nice, at another point in time she's mean. It's like, shit. That, and she is unable to actually stay in one place and with one person for too long. Like, she's been gone pretty much a year, I would say. It's gonna be a year in March. And the thing is, she's at least had maybe about 6 or 7 different boyfriends since then. I've kind of stopped counting after 5. And I've only had one girlfriend after me and her, like, officially, well, technically we went, like, the entire 5 years we were together, we weren't really together. She was, like, fooling around behind my back the entire time, so it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna, like, have anything to do with you. It's kind of no. It's like, I'm good. Shit, I haven't found anything. What the fuck? That's crazy. Let's stretch. But, yeah. That's pretty much what I've been dealing with for a while now. It's some bullshit. And the funny thing is, like, the entire time that she's been gone, not one time has she sent anything to actually help in the care of the kid. Whether it be, you know, money to buy school clothes, 'cause she didn't do that. She didn't help with, like anything to like, come with, like, you know, buying food or anything specifically for him. You know, anything in general. Anything that he would actually specifically need that would be for him and only him. And it's like, you know, what the hell? And I know exactly why. 'Cause she has, like, a deep-seated hatred for me. I don't know why. It's like, whatever. I'm the one person who actually treated you with respect and dignity and everything else, and you're the one who screwed me over, and you hate me? Because I choose not to, you know, feed into your anger and hatred, other than treat you the way you're treating me. But, of course, I don't sit there and yell and scream at her. I just tell the truth. It's like, you know, you're sitting there getting pissed off at me. It's like, I'm not the one who left. Say I kicked you out. I didn't kick you out. I asked you to leave because you were freaking the fuck out and you wouldn't stop. And you're doing it in front of our son. Like, I have to ask you to leave at that point in time. Can't act like that in front of a child. Where is Jason at? He's killed 4 people. I guess 2 of them must have left, but it's like, holy shit. But yeah, she sat there and pretty much just sat there and accused me of keeping our son from her. It's like, no. You said leave you alone, so it's like, you know, how are you going to have contact with him if you want me to leave you alone? It's like, it's not going to work, but okay. It always comes down to being the same thing with her, which is where I get really annoyed and just, like, kind of fed up with it. It's like, you know, why the fuck should I deal with this shit anymore? It's like, I need to focus on Noah dealing with this stressful crap with his mom. Fuck that. It's like, she don't want to help, fine, she don't want to help, but then at the same time, she ain't gonna have access to him, because that's not fair at all. To the fact that, you know, she gets to sit there and pretend to be a mom, talk to him for about, like, a minute and a half, 2 minutes, sometimes 5, and then goes back to do whatever she does. It's like, really? It's like that. How's that gonna work? It's like, you can sit there and just do whatever you want, spend all your money on yourself and your new boyfriend and his kids. Because she's done that, actually, and I know for a fact she has, because all the boyfriends she's gotten with has either had kids or has had nieces and nephews and shit that lived with them, so that at that point in time she had that like feel of having a kid around into everything. It's like, okay. It's like, well, then why'd you leave? I even asked her that one time. It's like, and she just told me well, not last night. It was actually yesterday morning when she actually wrote me. Like, fuck, early as shit. And she sat there and is like, I'm like, really? I'm not the one who, you know, did what you did. It's like, you chose to leave. And, I mean, you sit there saying I kicked you out. You chose, you were leaving. Like, quite literally, you were leaving to go be with a new dude who is like 20 fucking years old now. 21 or something like that. He's a young kid. And she's like pretty much 10 years older. And, you know, age doesn't matter and everything, but the thing is, oh shit, really? Damn. I've just been walking around this entire fucking time. It's fucking crazy. Is Jason near me? Pretty sure he is. I mean, I hear the music. I don't have a pocket knife or anything. But yeah, I even told her, it's like, you know, if you were able to get along with me, I'd have no problem with you, like, you know, talking to him and everything else. And personally, we don't have to get along either way, but, you know, if you're gonna sit there and, you know, not help with, you know, the care of him. Because the thing is, if women can sit there and hold access from a man because he doesn't want to give them money to take care of the kid, well then, why can't a man do it? I'm pretty damn sure a man can. Actually, by law, a man can. Matter of fact, any parental guardian or custodian can hold access from the actual birth parent because of certain what was it? Well, I can't remember the little legitimate term, but pretty much whether it be if they're not stable, whether they be a drug addict, whether they be, you know, non-payment of child support or support of the child in general, which is, you know, actual, like, taking care of the kid. And, you know, she doesn't live here in the state, so it's not like I can, like, let him stay with her for part of the week or whatever, and then he stays with me part of the week. No. So that's where child support would come in, but she don't even want to do that. And I actually gave her the option of actually doing it all on her own, and she doesn't do it. And I mean, I'm not going to press the issue. Like, fuck, if she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to do it. But then the longer it goes that she has no proof that she has helped in any way, then it screws her over. That was unexpected. Stretch. Stretch again. That felt good. Oh, shit. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, no. And trust and believe me, you won't believe the amount of excuses that she's given me on why she doesn't help, or why she doesn't do this, or why she doesn't do that. And it's like, you know, hey, you can just be honest, and it's like, if you don't want to help because you don't like me, that's all fine and dandy. That's whatever. But at the same time, you know what? You're hurting our son because of that. And you know what? That's your choice, because, you know, you're limiting your access because you're the one who keeps distancing yourself. Because you sit there and you explode on me because you'll sit there and say you're going to do something. And then, you know, when it comes time to that, you know, you say you're going to do it, you change your mind. And then it doesn't happen. And then you get upset at me because I bring it up. And it's like, nah. Like, I don't think so. And it's like pretty much every single time thing with her whenever I've actually let her have access to him. Whether it be talking to him or anything else. Because she's actually then went from just calling to talk to him, and she started messaging me to talk to me. Which then would piss her boyfriends off. And it's like, you know, I don't understand why you're talking to me when you should be, focusing on our son. You don't need to talk to me. You can leave me alone. We can't be friends. Fuck that. You don't get along with me. It's either you're trying to get back with me, and or you're trying to be mean to me. It's either way. It's like that's what she's done. That's literally what she's tried the entire time. At least the last few months. And it's like, yeah, no. Because now that she knows that I'm single again, because I've been single for a few months now, when me and Isa broke up, it's like, yeah, no. But it's like, okay, fuck that. And then her attitude completely changes, and then she starts being mean to me again. And then when she breaks up with a boyfriend, she tries to be friends and everything else. So, dudes, watch out for that shit. Okay? Which is generally why I say, when an ex is an ex, you should generally have nothing to do with them. Unless you two break up, like, pretty amicably and you're both mature about it. You know what I mean? But in this day and age, that's very rare. It's very rare where that two people can actually break up and both be okay about it. Well, I can't say okay about it. You're both, like, one of you is going to be sad about it, but, I mean, still understand. You know what I mean? Like, that level of maturity has fucking disappeared. I can't say disappeared, but it's, like, dwindled. That's the right word, dwindled. There's so many people who, like, have, like, such low levels of maturity. It's insane. And I mean, I'm pretty immature, but I mean, when it comes down to being like certain kind of things, such as, especially like when it comes down to feelings and like people and everything else, when you care about someone, you care about him, and you don't let stupid emotions and feelings like that kind of like stop friendships or relationships with certain people just because of that. Which is why even now I still try to be friends with my ex Isa, and I still try to give my ex Stacy a chance to be nice, but her shit fucking flip flops like there's no tomorrow. So like I don't even want to really deal with that shit no more. And I even told her, it's like, when Noah gets older, if he wants to end up having anything to do with you, I have no problem with that. I mean, you're his mom. You're always going to be his mom. Like, shit. I'm dead serious about that. He really tells me one day that he wants to talk to you. I have no problem with him talking to you. I have no problem at all. Like, shit. Like, seriously. Because the way I view it is, if it was me, I would want to have as much access as possible. And I understand that. Which then, at the same time, I, with my mature brain, would go, okay, well, then I have to get along with her. Me and her have to get along. We have to be able to talk and be mature if we ever talk to each other. And I mean, like, other than, just, hi, how you doing? Is our son there or whatever? Yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool. I'll call in a few hours or whatever. That's as far as it should generally go between exes when it deals with the kids. You shouldn't be over friendly or friendly at all in general, especially if you have like a new spouse, because your new spouse will probably get pissed off. Just letting you know that. And at the same time, it might give one of the other spouses who might still have feelings for the other one, like, hopes. Cause like, that's generally why I try not to talk to Stacy at all, other than, yeah, our son's here, did you want to call? Do you want him to call? And then I just leave her the fuck alone. I generally try not to be nice to her. Well, I can't say, I don't try to be mean either. It's just, I'm not like overly friendly. Fuck that. I'm good with that shit. I learned lessons. I think I'll end the video. That was an interesting match, considering the fact that fucking survived just by running around. I don't think I've seen Jason once that entire match. Holy shit. But anyways, I hope everyone has a great day, a great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me for the next one. Later.